Hi everyone, it's Missy, and today I'm going to show you how to freeze carrots. If you guys watched a previous video of mine, you'll know that I got 13 carrots from the Bountiful Basket, which is way too much for me to eat before they spoil in my fridge. So I'm going to freeze them, and we're going to freeze them in discs so that way I can put them in soup. And to do this, you're going to need a cutting board. I'm using a paring knife, vegetable peeler. I'm using this bowl to put the peelings in for my compost pile. And then I'm using my old Oster machine that I have because I don't have a KitchenAid. But if you have like a slicing, I have a slicing attachment, and I'm using a 1/2 inch blade, I think, for the discs. I do have a thinner one that's 1/4 inch, but I decided to use my medium, and I have like 3 sizes, so it's thin, medium, chunky, and I'm using my medium size one. And this is called a salad maker attachment on the Oster machine. And this works out really slick because you just put the carrots through and it will come out into this bowl. Then I'm going to transfer them over to my pot of boiling water. I'm going to turn this on so it can boil away. So I just filled it up high enough, and then you put them in boiling water for 2 minutes. When you do the coins or quarter chunks or shredding or thin slices, you blanch them for 2 minutes. Otherwise, if you do those baby carrots, I think it's 5 minutes. But I'm going to have a link below in the description box. I'm going by the Department of Agriculture's guidelines, the FDA and so forth, how they feel that we should prepare food for freezing. And then, of course, right after they finish boiling, they'll go into my ice water bath. And then from there, I'll drain them in a colander, and then I'll freeze them in those Ziploc bags where you can get the air out. And I'll show you the whole steps. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to just take a carrot, kind of shake it off, and then I'm just going to cut off the ends because you don't want this end and you don't want that end. I'm going to set you guys down so hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to cut off the end. This is just going to go into my compost. I'm not going to keep those. And then I take my vegetable peeler because you have to peel the skins off. So you see how it took off that flesh, and now it's like even orangey, or the color is more vibrant. So I just try to get it all in one if I can. There we go. It's however you feel you want to peel it. I'm used to peeling in one long strip. I know other people, I see them kind of like do short. It's however you feel comfortable. Oh, and these smell so good when I'm peeling. They smell really like garden fresh. Because sometimes I get them from a grocery store and I peel them, and you know, if they don't have too much scent to them, if they don't smell fresh, I figure they don't taste fresh either. But these ones smell really good. Like right when I started cutting into them. And these are going to make an excellent go-to for soup. I could just thaw some out, add them to my pot, because I like to make homemade soup. I don't buy like canned soup really, because I don't like grocery store canned soup. So once you get it all cleaned off, I'm going to throw the rest of these peelings in. Then I'm going to rinse it off. I just quick ran it under some my faucet. I take and I put the carrot down, and then I have this compressor. I think this is out of the video, but I have this compressor. I'm going to be pushing down on it. And I'm actually going to do 2 carrots at a time. That was just one. So I'm going to peel another one, and then we'll have 2 in there. That way this one doesn't get moved around in the machine so much. Okay, so I got another carrot peeled, so we're ready to start chopping. So now I got these nice coins that I can put in my soup, and I'm just going to continue chopping the rest, and then we'll blanch them. Okay, so I got all the carrots sliced up, so they're all coins, and now I got my pot of boiling water, and we're going to put the carrots in, and you're going to want to have this kind of come back up to a boil. Ooh, it's all the steam. then time it for 2 minutes, and then I'll put it in the ice water bath right away to stop the cooking process. Okay, so it's been 2 minutes, so I'm just going to take and strain off the carrots, and I'm just putting them right into this ice water just to stop the cooking process, because we're just blanching, we're not cooking. And yeah, if you have a lot of carrots like I have, you're definitely going to want to work in batches. Makes it a whole lot easier. And then I'll continue on with the next batch, and when we have them all done, I'll show you what the next step is. Okay, so you can see I have a colander in my sink, and I also forgot to mention, so this was the ice water. All the ice melted after every batch that I did, so make sure you have plenty of ice on hand to replenish your cold water. Now I'm just going to dump these in. Drain them off, and I just take it one step further, and I actually use a salad spinner now. So I use my salad spinner, and that's just to guarantee that I get all that extra water off so I don't have all those ice crystals forming. So I'm going to put that in my sink and transfer some carrots in there. Or maybe they'll all fit. Let's see. Yes, they will. They'll all fit in there. Just like that. And I think a salad spinner is actually really nice to have. It's a great investment, I always think. And I'm just going to spin this. I got quite a bit of liquid coming out from underneath, so I'm going to give it another spin. And there we go. Just like that. And then I'm going to bag them up, and I'll show you what kind of bags I use and so forth. Okay, so here are my carrots. They're all nice and drained. And then I am just bagging them into quart freezer bags. Make sure to mark what it is and when you did it. So I put my carrot coins, and the date today is May 22nd. And I use this Ziploc. It's a hand pump to get the air out of these bags, and you just put the hand pump down. I'll show you how to do that, and you just suck the air out. And you can buy these in where most Ziploc bags are found. It's called the Ziploc vacuum bag refills. You can get quart, you can get gallon, and I use a quart a lot. And actually, this pump was not at my local store, so I ordered it on Walmart.com because I found out you can get this pump plus 3 quart bags in a kit for $3. So that worked out really well. So what I do is just fill up the bag. The trick is to not fill it so that way this part can, too full, so this part can actually stay flat, and I think that's good enough. I'm just gonna seal this shut. And I just take my pump, just like that. And you just take your thumb and rub it over the seal. Now it's sealed and ready to freeze. So I like to, again, I have the link below to the National Food Safety website on how to freeze carrots. And I also have a few links below for additional information about Bountiful Basket and my video showing how I got these carrots. But otherwise, if you have any other questions, you can leave me a comment below. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Bye!